risk of belaboring the point regarding David Ortiz in the scorekeeping incident that took place last week at Fenway Park, I'd like to reference a piece that ran by John Tomasi in Sunday's Boston Herald, in which he quotes Johnny Gomes, quoting Lou Piniella, saying, "This is a results-driven industry. Hits are results. To stick around and gain years in this game, you've got to have hits. If you get hits, you get a long career. If you get a long career, you get what we like to call a legacy." Where this pertains to David Ortiz is his legacy. This is at least the third time now since he's been with the Red Sox that he has publicly complained about a scorekeeper's decision. We remember a couple years ago when he barged into Terry Francona's office, his pregame media meeting, to complain about a lost RBI. This past season, he complained about a hit error situation in a game in which Yu Darvish from the Texas Rangers was throwing a no-hitter. And then, of course, last Wednesday, Fenway Park, ground ball to the right of Minnesota Twins first baseman Joe Mauer. It is called an error. He wanted it called a hit. He complained on the field. He complained after the game. Now, just to bring some perspective to this, going into Monday night's game against the Seattle Mariners at Safeco Field, David Ortiz has 2,090 career hits and 7,327 career Major League at-bats. That works out to a lifetime batting average of .285, .2463, rounded out to .285. If he hadn't complained about the Yu Darvish situation a few months ago and had that error not been changed to a hit, in other words, had he lost a hit, he'd have had 2,089 hits going into Monday night's game against the Seattle Mariners and 7,327 at-bats for a lifetime batting average of .285, .1098, or .285. You go back to last week's game against the Minnesota Twins. If they appeal that, and if that ball is changed to a hit, David Ortiz will have gone into Monday night's game against the Seattle Mariners with 2,091 hits and 7,327 at-bats for a lifetime batting average of .285, .3828, for a lifetime batting average of .285. In other words, at the end of the day, this doesn't really mean anything. .285, .285, .285. And the question is it worth it to David Ortiz? You go back to hits, the industry, legacy. At the end of his career, does David Ortiz want to be remembered for whining and caterwauling about a couple of extra hits when at the end of the day, his lifetime batting average is the same, .285? From Fenway Park in Boston with videographer Erica Moira, this is Steve Buckley.